You probably don't want to hear this. I'm here to give you really bad news. And I know you're going to cry in a second because gluten, celiac disease, and Hashimoto's are more connected than you might think. I know, I know. Now, I want you to understand that link and what it actually means to shift your fertility potential. And I know it's really, really hard to give up gluten. I'm celiac myself, so I know what I'm talking about. But there is a massive link, and I really want you to understand this. Celiac disease is an autoimmune reaction to gluten that damages the gut lining and causes malabsorption of critical nutrients like selenium, iron, and zinc. And unfortunately, your thyroid and your fertility depend on those nutrients. Studies show that those with autoimmune thyroid conditions have higher prevalence of celiac disease. Even when you don't have full-blown celiac, non-celiac gluten sensitivity or hidden gluten reactions can provoke low-grade inflammation and also raise thyroid antibodies. Now, every time you eat gluten and your body flags it as a threat, then your gut leaks more and more and inflammation spreads. And not only locally in your intestines, but systemically, including in your thyroid and reproductive system. For fertility, that really matters, unfortunately. Elevated antibodies, inflammation, and nutrient deficiencies make it so much harder to ovulate well. And then it is harder to make good progesterone or support a receptive uterine environment. The foods meant to nourish you can become your enemy if you're already struggling with thyroid autoimmunity. So what you need to be doing first is obviously you get tested. You get tested for celiac disease before even removing gluten, because once it's removed, then you can't actually test it anymore. Now, and then maybe you want to possibly do as well a thyroid antibody panel. If a test suggests sensitivity or inflammation, consider 3 to 6 months strict gluten elimination while you monitor your symptoms. You monitor your blood work and your fertility markers. Then you add in gut healing support, bone broth, for example, and you make sure you get enough selenium, so important with Hashimoto, so important, and reduce any other inflammatory triggers, because might not be gluten, might also be dairy or other things. You will start to know if you start paying attention. Inside my fertility program in the Fertility Circle, I guide you through exactly that safe, personalized approach: elimination, monitoring, reintroduction, maybe, and then support your thyroid and your reproductive hormonal axis. And when it comes to reintroduction, I always say, I don't care what you do once your baby actually popped out of your vagina. You can do whatever you want. Up until then, you need to do what I tell you to do.